Hello everyone and welcome to Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode Snippets. I'm your host, Colors Fade. I've been streaming a good chunk of my Honor Mode playthrough so far, but even when I haven't been streaming it, I've been recording my progress. These snippet videos are a curated and edited collection of clips from my Honor Mode playthrough to show you how I got past some of the game's more memorable encounters. I hope you enjoy. So the first obstacle here is getting rid of Priestess Gut, and then we're going to move on to the Dark Elf, and then finally to Dror Ragzlin himself. And all of these boss mobs in here can be made dead a lot easier with the help of a bunch of explosive barrels, and you can get those by going up onto the roof, or into the rafters, I should say. Lae'zel's a great character to do it because she's already got really good strength, really good jump, and she's got Githyanki jump if she needs it. So she can climb into the rafters. This is Priestess Gut's room, which the door is locked, but you can still sneak in here. So you just hop your way there, hop your way down. This is the Zentarum. This is where a lot of their loot is. They have all these barrels, and if they hear a fight start breaking out, they'll blow up all these barrels and all that jazz. Well, we just go in there and collect all the barrels and then hop back out with Lae'zel. So now you have a whole bunch of barrels. We have to send most of them back to the camp, but between her and Karlach and Shadowheart, they can hold on to enough barrels so that we can blow some stuff up. So we go trigger Priestess Gut, and she's gonna give us the brand. And I went through and I made sure that all 4 characters got the brand. The brand was actually really important for Karlach. She needs it for a ring that I want her to wear later, but it's really nice for Lae'zel too, because she gets to wear the gloves of power, and she's going to bang creatures when she hits them. Then we set up 3 barrels here, 2 barrels. I set up 2 barrels. I figured that was going to be enough to blow her up. Then get some range on this. You need to blow her up before she can yell for help. You need to kill her before she can yell for help. So here goes Shadowheart. There's a lot of explosives there. She's picked a fight, but she's not going to get to do anything about it until it's the next part of the turn. So you could see she had very little hit points, but she got knocked into this barrel that isn't technically there. It's been destroyed. So my thing was, oh crud, I've got to try to hit her with this, and it's 60% shot. The second one got her. So she's dead, and that's the end of Priestess Gut. So the next character to take care of is Minthara, and I wanted to do her pretty much the same way. If you don't engage her in a conversation, she's in here rambling to this goblin. You can just run over here and you can place a whole bunch of barrels around her. So I thought 3 would probably do the trick. I got a smoke powder barrel next to her and an oil barrel. And then I have Karlach come over here and contribute fire wine barrel or whatever that's called. And then as the Scrying Eye comes in here, hit it with a thunder spell. That's how I wanted to start it. I thought, okay, this won't be too bad. But the problem is none of my other characters really got the initiative that I wanted, so nobody could chuck a flask or shoot a fire arrow at it. So I thought for a minute that barrel was going to block Minthara, but it doesn't. She comes around, the other character comes around, and it's like, darn it. That didn't go how I wanted it to go. So at that point in time, I thought the next thing I'd do is have Shadowheart yeet a couple of these guys right into the cliff. But I didn't want to yeet Minthara in there because I don't want to lose her gear. So I'm trying to be real careful here and make sure that I get rid of the one goblin, which I do. So that was nice. That actually worked, which was really cool. She sanctuaries herself to be able to get away. Then the other goblins start running in here, and at this point in time, it's just kind of becomes a standard fight. I thought I would use a void bulb to try to pull her over there, and then I could blow it up, but you can see that it only really gets 1 barrel and 2 barrels out of the 3, and they do very minimal damage. She just wasn't standing close enough, so yeah, so only one of the barrels blew up, and it did almost no damage to her, and I was like, ah, bummer. So the plan of trying to get her closer to the barrels and blow it up didn't work. What I really should have done is just blown up the barrels when she was standing next to him and not worried about so much about the Scrying Eye. I could have got the Scrying Eye real easy afterwards. So at this point in time, it becomes a standard fight, and I had forgot that we had leveled up and I had got Great Weapon Master, and the passive is on by default, so you're taking a -5 to attack, and that sucked. So Lae'zel missed her first couple of shots there, but we're still not dead yet. This fight isn't going our way. We're not playing very smoothly, but still, this is just a tactician mode fight. Minthara doesn't have any special legendary abilities or anything. So we get in here and just kind of fight everybody. And then here's what happens. I've got 3 characters, and this guy has a lot of hit points. So I've got Tiger Barbarian coming in here, making people bleed, which is great. She can get Minthara to bleed on a restless attack here, which is really nice. Although that's still not going to take her down. She's got a lot of hit points. It's a good strike right there. Her concentration's broken. But then the hero of the day, the person who kind of changes things right here, is Shadowheart. She's going to come in here and she's going to hit hold person on this one. So now Lizelle, with her great weapon master that she had turned off, is going to be able to turn it back on. It's guaranteed crit and a lot of damage. So down goes that guy. All his hit points gone in one stroke. And then all we have to do after that is some precision attack, and we can down Minthara, and she's gone. So that one went really nicely, but it just didn't go the way it was originally planned. So the final one here that I want to show in the snippet is Dror Ragzlin. The plan for him was exactly the same. We're going to barrel him up. But he's a little harder to do because you have to pass a couple of checks. This is why we wanted to have the Bard. We get in here, we lockpick through that door. You can go in through the other door. It doesn't actually need a lockpick, but I like to be on this side for some reason. So your first check, I'm rolling with a wisdom of -1, but hey, we got guidance and we got a Bard. And we barely get it with a 10. And then there's one more check in here, but we have a lot more bonuses this time. And we rolled a 22 out of the 10. So he's good. You can get through that interrogation. He'll leave you alone. He'll tell you to go see Minthara. He doesn't realize that she's already dead, which is great. So now we're just going to go in here and load the place up with barrels. We're going to put a bunch of barrels next to him and a bunch of barrels next to the goblins. So Dror Ragzlin dies on that hit. There's his corpse. There were 4 barrels over there, and I think 3 of them were smoke powder. I wanted to make sure he went down in one hit. And then we had 4 or 5 barrels over there, blew up all those goblins. There's only one guy left now, so you don't even have to worry about hitting the war drums, because ain't nobody calling nobody in after that. We just run over here and we shoot this guy. But this is when my party just about died. This is when my honor mode just about came to the end. I'm up here looting. I want to grab these 2 smoke powder barrels over here. Lizelle has the torch out. The first one we grabbed is fine. The second one, oops. 3 people are down and Karlach is almost dead. But very quickly, we managed to hit the short rest button and saved. Otherwise, I think Karlach might have burned to death. You could see, watch Karlach's health. The other 3 go all the way to 0, and Karlach has 13 hit points left. Don't let anybody tell you 13 is not a lucky number. So that was where my honor mode almost ended. So torches get put away now when we're picking up smoke powder barrels. At any rate, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll try to do some more of these snippets as I'm going through honor mode, pick these things out as I'm playing. Thanks for watching. If you dig it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the video, all that jazz. You know what to do. I'll see you next time. Happy gaming, everyone.